Join the debate on the ongoing saga of Regina Hill's controversies, Mayor Buddy Dyer's silence, and the call for accountability in Orlando politics.
Orlando City Commissioner Regina Hill faces mounting allegations and an ongoing investigation, including accusations of financial crimes and exploitation of vulnerable individuals. Despite this, Mayor Buddy Dyer and the Florida Democrat Party have failed to take action, highlighting a culture of corruption in City Hall. Now, 6 minutes ago, there's an update.
There's an update.
He has been arrested on 7 counts, and we're going to take this and let's go, David.
Let's go. Let's do this. All right. So, Commissioner Regina Hill, she's been in office for since about what 2008 or something like that, and now she has been arrested again. This is not the first time. She's been arrested for 7 counts, including elder abuse,
Yep.
and there is a 2 o'clock.
There'll be a 2 o'clock press conference held and to discuss the Hill arrest. Hill is 58 years old, and she was the allegations against her is she was exploiting a 96-year-old woman and taking more than $100,000 from her. Hill was booked into jail on 7 charges and is being held on $45,000 bond, according to the warrant.
Right. And just yesterday, Commissioner Hill actually made allegations against someone who filed in court on behalf of the 96-year-old victim to be the successor guardian now that it's been exposed that Commissioner Hill was under investigation. And Commissioner Hill actually accused this individual of taking advantage of the 96-year-old victim. Also, 2 days ago, the West Orlando News editorial board asked for Regina Hill to resign. And there was a long, lengthy statement. And at the end of the day, they asked for her to resign. They asked for the mayor, Buddy Dyer, to, show some accountability also at the city level.
Yeah, so investigators believe Hill's son and his girlfriend live in the home, while Hill resides in a home in Washington Shore neighborhood that once belonged to the elderly woman. So she's, well, this is like mind blowing.
Yes.
Like drug arrests, alcohol arrests. I mean, that is what we kind of got from Regina up to this point.
Hmm.
Would anybody have saw, if voters knew her character up until this point and still put her into office? So are are we as guilty as voters for not turning out and putting her in office? I mean, come on.
Well,
Like we should take some responsibility because we empowered her to feel she could do this.
uh, voters taking responsibility for their actions or their lack of action in this particular situation. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Because only 3,000 Orlandians who were eligible to vote actually voted in this last election. Actually, it was in this last election, 3,000 voters elected Commissioner Hill to another term, and these less than 3,000 voters were less than the actual number of voters who voted in the election prior when she faced 6 other candidates. In this past election of hers, she only faced one opponent. So this is an indictment on several levels. The voters of District 5, Orlando City, Mayor Buddy Dyer. Oh, yeah, I'm coming for Mayor Buddy Dyer. For one, his own version and the city council's own version of voter suppression by having the city elections fall on off presidential year, and you call yourselves Democrats, right?
Hmm.
And then, of course, going right back to the local and state Democratic parties who have provided comfort to Regina Hill, to the voter suppression that's happening in the city elections, and also just putting up with the garbage that goes on in West Orlando.
Well, I mean, we've talked about this in the past, and it's a constant frustration for me
Hmm.
because when I started to, I wanted to understand Orlando politics. I needed to get involved to find out what was going on, and I started to peel the onion, or get to the heart of the artichoke, and found out that only Commissioner Samuel Ings voted against this voter suppression uh, act. I mean, this was totally not given to the people. The people had no choice about when the election was put.
Hmm.
That election is on an off year. It's in an odd time. It's not like anybody else's elections, and it's to keep these people in power. And only people coming out to vote, and this is what really frustrates me. The amount of money they spend on advertising things, on
Right,
social media,
right,
and
yeah.
everything else. They don't put 1 ounce of money forward to say, look, we got a city election. Let's get out and vote.
Mm.
This is your chance. This is your voice. Nothing. No, they would. Shh. Don't make a sound. We want Regina back in office because we can control what she votes on. Now, we can't control her outside the office. I'm sorry, David. This to me is, and Republicans, it doesn't matter. You have not given the effort in an NPA race. You have not given the effort to get out there and really try to take this seat because this seat was vulnerable. It's been vulnerable, and all it took was somebody to say, get people out to vote.
Mhm. Right. This investigation has been going on for over a year. It culminated, or maybe it has not, in just the arrest of Commissioner Hill today. It's in front of the grand jury. And perhaps the grand jury is looking at other allegations. We don't know. I'm hypothesizing, if that's a word. That's my hypothesis.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's a lot more. And I'm sure Commissioner Hill can share a lot more with FDLE and the other authorities in regards to the shenanigans that happens in District 5 and in City Hall also. Um, Commissioner Hill has had her transgressions with the law. She has had a rocky relationship with the community. Um, this is bad news for the commissioner. This is bad news for the community. It deserves better. I've been here in Florida for about 10 years, and I've been involved in Florida politics for 10 years, the other 30 in Illinois. And unfortunately, this is nothing new. Coming from Chicago, we see this. However, getting the elderly involved, having taking advantage of a 96-year-old woman, and Regina's innocent until proven guilty. However, this goes too far.
I just hope that this news about her being arrested is now what, 15 minutes 15
Right.
minutes old, so we don't have every single bit of the details, which we really wish we did. But we're going to be tuning in at 2 o'clock when the press conference comes in. I will
Sure.
do that,
Hmm.
and to make sure that we get these facts so that we can bring you more in-depth information. But we were on top of this story. The minute it happened, you made sure that we got news out there, and we're bringing this to you right now as it breaks. And man, the governor needs to act and act quickly. Now,
Agreed.
is there somebody that he can replace? Now, replace Regina with? Yes, and there is a Republican in District 5 that I'm sure is available, and they'll probably try to contact her. But yeah, I mean, this is big news.
This is very big news. Again, this is an indictment on Orlando City politics, and there's just so much I want to say about this because this could have been avoided, really. And I hope that the investigation continues because I'm sure there's a lot more to this. I read um, the indictment, not this, yeah, no, the civil suit. I read the civil suit. Um, Saw some familiar names that were mentioned in that civil suit, and I'm sure that the authorities are having a conversation with those individuals. I wouldn't be surprised if this is connected to the investigation into um, former supervisor of election Bill Cow's administration and the shenanigans that were happening in the recent District 6 County Commission race election campaigns and the ballot brokering that was occurring in the community. I, this is an opportunity for DeSantis again to really prove that election integrity is serious, is a serious concern for him. So who knows how far this investigation goes? It's unfortunate that Regina Hill was arrested today. We'll learn more at 2 o'clock. It's unfortunate for Orlando. It's unfortunate for the 96-year-old victim to be a part of this. It's unfortunate for the residents and voters of District 5.
You know, and we now have a new law, so a new squatter law that hasn't been it's been signed, but doesn't technically go into effect as
Right?
signature. But listen, we know some squatters right now. Hey, maybe we could try the law out right away. So look, you can't make this shit up.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't. And we have stuff from Regina being arrested out of state for public intoxication. She's been, it turns out that she was using Orlando tax dollars during her out of state trips. Just incredible. These things are going on. And, well, what did the governor say? What did the mayor say? The mayor said, we have no way to discipline our own. The only one who can do anything is the governor.
Yeah.
Well, if you had a problem, you could have called the governor. Just because you're a Democrat doesn't mean you can't call the governor and say, hey, we have a problem on our commission.
Disappointment all around. And again, you can't make this shit up. We'll be on top of this. I'll probably do a David Washington show about it. But if you have any comments of any kind, please share. We love to hear them. And let's keep our feelings out of the way and let's talk the facts. There's a lot of facts behind this. We'll learn some more and we'll be discussing it.
Hey, like, share, subscribe. Uh, just pass it on. Just be involved. Thank you.
Thank you.